So here we are, in our world, surrounded by almost unlimited information. On the one hand, there are these incredible innovations. On the other hand, we all face individually and collectively some enormous challenges. In the face of these two scenarios, how do you feel right now? Do you feel overwhelmed or engaged? Do you feel submerged or inspired? What if the enabling factor lay not without, but within? In our ability to close our eyes, literally or metaphorically, and to start to envision a world in which we wish to live. Hey, if our favorite sports stars are heroes from history, music, or science, use the technique to visualize a future long before their great day of success, then why not us, right? If you wish, you can start right now by imagining a context from which to imagine a mountaintop like the one in the image behind us, or one of your own choosing. Or if you prefer, you can imagine a beautiful garden or a happy memory. Ready? If you do allow your mind to enter this creative space, you may even see details emerge. Perhaps a note of music, the sound of water, a fragrance, a sense of touch or taste, perhaps even an emotion. In this place of relative peace, you may find a starting point for this journey of your imagination, perhaps a childhood dream, perhaps the sense of belonging, a sense of being cared for, a sense of caring for someone else. Perhaps you will have a desire for action, or just a desire to be. What you find in that space is yours alone and unique to you. And if you follow where it takes you, it can take you upon a voyage of discovery. A voyage of discovery where every and all hurdle can be taken in your stride. What if everything you undertook were to succeed? What an amazing enabling hypothesis. If everything you undertook were to succeed, where would that take you in, say, 5 years' time? Or even 25 years' time? You decide the duration, but in choosing a duration that lies beyond your daily turmoils, more substantial change is possible. And the notion of leaving to one side obstacles becomes more credible. As you start to wonder where you could be along your chosen path in 5 or 25 years, you may find it useful to allow details to emerge, context somehow. With whom would you be? What would you be doing? what even could you be feeling? All those details will make it feel more real, more compelling. And capturing those details and those sensations will be important. So coming out of the exercise, you may wish to jot down some ideas or share them with a neighbor or a friend later today. The more real that vision becomes in your mind, the more powerful it becomes as an enabler of the possibilities it creates, as an enabler of the life you wish to lead. Like how a tiger draws nearer to its prey without ever allowing it to leave its sights, so too you can use your emerging vision of the future as a drawing force to change current reality into a new reality. Now, one of the powerful ideas that I would like to share with you today is how often your dreams are perfectly compatible with the dreams of those around you. So, for example, if you have a deep-seated desire for the safety of your child in your neighborhood, and someone else wishes their grandchild to be safe, then common actions may emerge to create a safer neighborhood. And how often have I been grateful to my neighbors for being present for me and for my children? If many of us separately aspire to breathe clean air, then we may act across the planet, or we may call upon our representatives to act on our behalf. So you see, there's no need to feel overwhelmed somehow. It's not new technologies or distant forces that we need to fear. Indeed, technology and even knowledge itself is agnostic. It's neither good nor evil. It depends upon the task for which it is programmed. So it is up to each of us, to all of us, to imbue the destination of that technology with a sense of purpose. Because yes, we can harness technology and knowledge to bring speed, scale, and know-how to the vision that we have in our mind, to the projects that we would like to implement. As a private individual, our visions enable us to act with confidence, where others see only uncertainty. In our professional lives, the ability to create a strategic vision and to execute on it with confidence is a sought-after skill. Beyond that, learning how to communicate your vision with others while listening to and respecting the vision of others is a kind of art form. Like somehow the builder of a beautiful sandcastle, who by the beauty of her work, but perhaps more by the generosity in which she shares her tips and tools, inspires emulation and not envy. She inspires co-construction rather than destruction. Wherever you are in your life right now, it can be a good time to start to create or to revisit a vision. From building children's sandcastles to teenage self-construction. From young adult engagement in the rules of adult life to a later role of, say, mother or grandmother, father or grandfather. As we enter life and as we take our last breaths. While I might certainly prefer, to still have my mother and my father with me today, perhaps sitting right here in the audience, I do count myself fortunate to have been present with each of them at the time of their passing from this world. The words I was called upon to say at each of their respective funerals still ring true in my mind. And it is somehow on these sad occasions that each of us is forced to take stock of how our loved ones have made a difference in our lives and in the lives of others. One of the things that we can learn from the lives of others is that, yes, each of us, all of us, whatever our chosen path, impacts the lives of others. And the impact that we have can be all the greater in the span of a lifetime. Recognizing the potential length or potential force of a lifetime. Even small actions taken today will grow over time. That combination of a personal vision of the future and a desire to act today gives us the power to transform indecision, the power to overcome indifference. It gives us the power to establish our own sense of direction, and from there, so that we too can make a difference. And who knows, inspire others to envision beyond.